guarded.
We're going into the bracket now. Gelato's gonna be opting to play Rob this time. We haven't seen him on Rob today. Maybe just Valiant Rob over Zelda. No, I'm not even trying to like throw shade on like Zelda and Hero. But like the people who have been playing them have like been playing them very cool. Whereas normally like you don't think of those characters as like, man, I can't wait to watch like Zelda play, you know. But like the Zelda gameplay that I've seen today has been very cool. We're gonna be seeing Aesor here being taking a lot of percent. I feel like that's something you normally don't see from a player of like Aesor's caliber. Normally see him like just escaping those combos right away. But I guess that does just kind of like show like Hero's like bad disadvantage state. What do you think about Hero, by the way, Floats? Because we've been talking about like how good he is on stream today.
I feel like Hero has a lot of his matchup spread is kind of strange because he does really well against a lot of characters that are like pretty popular in the meta. Like he does well against like Kazuya. I would think he does pretty well against Steve. So his matchup spread can carry him in a lot of like, you know, relevant matchups. But I also think he does have some matchups that normally are kind of weird. And he also, you have to play him lame against those kind of characters. Not too bad.
Yeah, I do think Hero's a character you might have to play lame against. But I don't know. I think he's just a good all-around character too. We're gonna be seeing both players take the stock and just resetting this game to being even. And this is something I was really looking forward to with the set actually. It being Losers Finals is a best of 5, and I think both of these players are pretty equally matched. I think that me and Skylar agreed it was in Aesor's favor, but I'm not sure.
The way that that Aesor's trying to control Gyro a lot better, a lot more with like when he has bounce on deck, then he can actually kind of deal with it. It's and also really contesting him off stage as well.
Yeah, I agree. I don't know. I would definitely like to see just more like approaches here from Gelato. I think he's kind of like keeping his space, but then like Aesor has that like huge sword, just kind of keep him out. Things like that, where it's just like there's not really a lot that like not that like he's not approaching. It's just like he's gonna just kind of like box up with his sword. Is that a death here from Aesor? I think so. No, that recovery's insane.
Yeah, that switch is very big recovery. It will go very far. I think if Aesor is not careful though, I think that they can get hit by Rob pretty easily. Rob
oh my goodness! Wow, that down air. No, I do agree though. Like Hero is a character that can get gimped pretty easily, but Rob is also a character that gets gimped a lot. Just knowing like he doesn't really have a hitbox on that recovery. He has to play a little bit more carefully, which means that Hero can do things like LSK, the ledge slip cancel, or the ledge slip swoosh. Do you know what that is?
Yeah. Actually
we've talked about it. Yeah, it's one of the harder things that he has. But it's very strong, especially on a character like Rob, where he does have to kind of just recover a little bit differently.
Right.
Yeah.
I think I've been able to learn how to do ledge flip swoosh. I've done it a couple times.
Yeah.
In like quick play, but it's not very easy.
It's very unforgiving. Like it's like you can mess it up really easily, and then if you do, it's like you're just up being on stage. It's like what? Like
I know how to like ledge slip with like you can kind of like reverse Donkey Kong cargo throw off the ledge sometimes.
Things like that are pretty easy, yeah.
That one's a lot easier, so it's not as difficult as I thought it would be to like at least do it, but
I agree.
It's difficult to do consistently, I will say.
Yeah,
but
for sure.
It's a very strong tech.
Are you going to be seeing a game 2 here? With Gelato opting to swap over to Zelda.
I think Gelato Zelda has been on a very big hot streak today, and it's
I agree.
making Zelda look a lot more scary than I normally would think he is.
Well, the thing with Zelda is like Gelato's doing a really good job of just like using the Phantom to like force people to go to a certain position, where it's like he can just put out the Phantom and then like cover like your movement around the Phantom. But he's also just been doing a really good job of just kind of like boxing and keeping people close as Zelda, which I think is really cool as well. So.
The Phantom pushing people off of like platforms and off the ledge is such a funny interaction to me, and seeing it happen in like tournament matches, like it happens to me not so long ago when I played against Zelda. It's just a funny interaction.
Yeah, I agree. But we'll see what ends up happening here.
One really trying to anti-zone. with like the
Yeah.
just like threatening threatening with the neutral B.
One fear that I do have here for Aesor is like if he does go for any of those like big projectiles, they can obviously get reflected and things like that do happen. You really just have to like DI like left, right, or like up to be able to avoid those. But there we see that the neutral B gonna be able to take out Zelda's stock, and the reflect here going to be a really big deal for this matchup. It doesn't necessarily mean that Aesor will be reflecting phantoms, right? But it means that Gelato can't really use Phantom. Does that make sense?
Goodness, yeah. Phantom is when it bounces up, a lot of projectiles have the risk of just like it's a serious like even if you yourself have a reflector, it's like I can't really do because it's literally just attached to the character. So like a lot of the time it's a reflect for free at a certain distance.
Yeah, it's so strong. Gelato here really like closing the gap here with that advantage state. Zelda not really a character known for her advantage state, but definitely proving that she can do something at least against this hero. Gonna be able to miss that Phantom there. If Aesor could have gotten that Kaboom, it could have been game. But he's back here with that bounce and with another Kaboom. That's just unfortunate. As we said earlier, hero cheats.
Yeah, hero cheats. Even if they managed to reflect the Kaboom, it would have been just sent straight back to Zelda. Just because the bounce was just sitting there.
Yeah, and that's kind of the issue where it's like, okay, if Jelato did make it back to stage, let's say there was no Kaboom there, right? Who's to say, like, Aesor just couldn't have just, like, out-neutraled there, you know?
Right.
So. Yeah, I wonder if we do see the Daisy. I almost think that we should keep seeing the Zelda. Because I feel like the Zelda brought it closer than the Rob did, you know? But, okay, we do see the Daisy here.
Oh, Daisy, okay.
Jelato just running through his characters. I wonder, I feel like this can't go any better for Daisy than it did for the other characters, you know? Because, like, Daisy here will want to be doing the same things that Rob was trying to do. And we saw how that worked out. Oh, no, we're going to be seeing the Kamikaze start off the game. At least it does connect.
Yeah, they got a lot of damage on that. Ooh, that snooze connected. That actually could have been the stock. Stuff like snooze or like spells like that just like puts you in a really bad situation. Like snooze magic burst when you're off stage. Oh my.
Speaking of magic burst, you said it right then.
Now Aesor not being able to seal out the stock with it though. Needs to get some more mana to potentially get back in here.
I feel like that Kamikaze, while he did make sure that it did connect, which was fortunate, it just like
it didn't get as much value.
Not at all.
Because he was really low, literally at 0, I think.
Oh man, and not gonna be able to recover there. Jelato with a big lead here. I almost feel like though this lead like it's just because Aesor's been like not messing up, but not been playing as well as he did the first 2 games, you know. And not because Gelato's done anything really notable, but Jelato definitely has taken advantage of it. Really patient there from Aesor, waiting for the float to end, not wanting to get hit on Daisy's way down, knowing just how big her combos are.
Honestly, I think the one thing in this matchup that's kind of strong is that the fireballs are actually really strong, and as well as Zapple. But I think the fireball is really good because it stops Daisy's like float approach, even if they go slightly above.
Yeah, she just has to stop floating.
And it has a lot more frame advantage than you'd think. It's kind of
no, yeah, it has a lot. I almost think that we can see Aesor bring this back. Such a solid stock.
Oh my goodness! I just gotta. Oh, this could be big.
Is that it?
Oh my!
Oh my god. Okay, not gonna be able to take the stock yet, but that was crazy. 55% reading a jump there from Jelato.
Getting the lead right back.
Yeah, no, that would have been a 0 to death. He still hasn't taken damage to stock. Gonna get hit once. Daisy not able to find the combo though. Gonna get that bounce, just making neutral a lot harder there for Jelato.
Yeah, now turnip is not really in play until bounce goes away, and I think that by the time bounce goes away, it's kind of Aesor's kind of building up a lead here.
People time you're super quiet, so let me get you up. But no,
that's
yeah.
Crazy.
Oh my goodness, the flame slash hitting the platform.
I hate that.
Hello? That's
that
crazy.
That hitbox is too big.
Yeah, what a great way to end off that set there from Aesor after the kamikaze at the start of the game. As I said though, I kind of thought like Gelato had the lead there just because Floats is like kind of playing on the back, or not Floats, your Floats. Just because Aesor was kind of playing on the back foot. And I think that Gelato kind of opted for that as well, which is not a bad thing to do.